Crazy stuff. The Commodore 64 is back. I have one right here, and it's back in action, dude. Weird. The guys from Silicon Valley. I've never watched that TV show. Did you guys watch that TV show?
The best.
Is it a banger? Oh, I'm going to watch it. No, I'm working at a startup now. I've got to watch that kind of stuff.
Oh, it's dope.
So these guys, not all of them, but a few of the guys are backing Commodore 64. And I mean, literally, they have bought the Commodore 64 name, brand, everything, and have built this brand new device, which does have some crazy specs. Ken, this came out when you were like 40, right? So what was the Commodore 64 like?
Oh, that's a bird. Look, so to be purely honest with you, Zach, I actually never used one.
Really?
It did come out when I was 40, so that was 30 years ago. But, luckily I have my vampire elixir. Oh, here we go. So
yeah, baby.
Is actually one right there. Okay. Now, funnily enough, had a little look-see at what this is. It's very impressive. They are jamming some good stuff in here. It's going to have I'll pull up the actual specs. Zach, do we have the actual specs here?
Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, we got it over here. Here we go.
Okay. So it's not an emulator, so it's not like how they normally do things, but they're going to... For me, what it looks like is just like they're wrapping brand new hardware just in an old skin, right?
Yeah.
Because so the Kickstarter campaign, that's the one that I want to have a look at. Inside here, what do we have? We've got a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 embedded graphics card with 4 gigabytes of RAM. The graphics card alone probably had what was the original memory on a Commodore 64. I'm sure the 64 had something here. Everyone's going to be yelling at me. Commodore 64.
64
it was an 8-bit
megabytes.
computer. How much RAM did it have?
64 kilobytes of RAM. Isn't that what it was?
What are you laughing at? Do you know that?
Because it's in the name, bro.
Yeah, but it could be 64 bit. It could be 64 megahertz. It could be 64. I don't know.
Yeah, bro, it's kilobytes.
64 kilobytes of RAM.
Sorry, I'm just dying. I'm dying with Daryl being like, it's 64. It's 64.
64 what, boys?
Yeah, it could be
kilobytes.
Meg sounds like it'd be too much.
No, it's kilobytes. That's what I'm trying to get to. You guys are all laughing your asses off, but it's 64 something. What's the unit? It makes a big difference, right?
Here we go.
64 kilobytes of RAM.
Wait, guys? You can play modern games on this sucker?
Yeah, it's got a 1650 GTX card, and then it's got an Intel Core i5. And what got me the best was, so now we got 8 gig of RAM, not 64 kilobytes, everyone. And then we've also got 512 gig of M2 storage. So this thing is a beast. It's very powerful.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Of it. What is if you compare
nostalgia?
It's nostalgia, boy. It's a hell of a drug. It's a hell of a drug.
I built my entire career on this. Yeah, fully funded. I was going to buy one too right now live, but I can't. They're gone. They're actually pretty affordable, dude. That's actually pretty sick.
Is it?
I mean, for a computer, it is actually. Think about what can you buy for $160 computer? Not much.
Yeah, it's like the new version of the console, the cheap console.
Yeah, that is wild, man.
At least everyone got a laugh about not knowing what the original.
No, dude. But it brings up an interesting conversation, which is everyone's going back to nostalgia right now. I mean, even my whole YouTube channel is built on nostalgia. But I saw another article about every movie is just a remake. It's we just keep going back to nostalgia. Why?
This episode is going to get dark again.
No.
It's not going to get dark again.
Why you fall back on nostalgia, and it's because the future doesn't look too bright.
That's not why.
Is that the reason?
That's because you remember it, bro. That's why. It's because you
remember it more fondly than you remember current time, and current time's getting pretty shitty for a lot of people.
But I mean,
maybe this is getting dark.
Nostalgia's always been back in my day. Back in my day, it was way better. It's just that's how people are wired. It's
personally, I like the look of the Atari more. I don't think this looks like it's worthy of a rejuvenation because it's just a keyboard. It's
Daryl's tilting some people right
now. Bro.
Yeah, it's just a keyboard.
Which Atari are you saying you want to see?
Put a Raspberry Pi under a keyboard, you're done.
Oh, wow. Okay, jeez, all that hard work.
No, look at that Atari 2600 looks like the 2600.
I'm not buying one, so sorry, everyone.
It is sick.
I mean, they have redone
Ken to guess how much power the Atari 2600 has.
Yeah,
here we go, Ken.
They've redone this one. I feel like I've I had one of these, but it never worked. So
it does seem like that sort of thing that would be dusty in the back of a cupboard.
So true, right? 128 bytes of RAM the Atari had. I think interestingly, there's some pretty like big names behind the Commodore 64. Some of the crew from the hit TV show Silicon Valley kind of pushing it, which I think again it just kind of goes into. I mean, they're leveraging their brand, aren't they? But it's hey, there it is. It's just interesting to me that this is where the play is next, is going nostalgia hit. But it makes sense. I mean, that's my whole thing. And I think maybe it comes across more wholesome. Maybe, because Daryl, you said like the future's not looking too bright. Maybe all we're talking about is the future. So it's nice to have something to look back. You know, like maybe that's even its own thing. It's just something different.
Yeah,
I think it's the same with TV.
Cares about is like highlighting everything from the future as bad. So it's nice to like think about
something completely different. The easier times. Oh, Ken, you always say that, mate, that these are the good times.
So the one thing that I would like to understand, I guess, is the new version. Are we talking, is there any emulation here, or is it literally just a PC? Like, can you play all the old things?
That's a great question, dude.
Like Commodore 64 was a computer. It wasn't a cartridge console. So it probably is just a computer.
But it is compatible. There you go. That's what we're looking for.
That's where the like, what's the point comes from for me, because like you can make any retro console. Like you can make a retro computer so easily now with the right software that it's essentially you're just buying a keyboard, like a nice nostalgic keyboard.
I can put a little something in
there.
What
you should do, Zach, is open that up and put a computer in and then compare the two side by side. Oh, you would have just opened it up right there.
Do you want me to do it right now, Daryl? I'll do it. It would be, it'd be sick. I would put a little Mac Mini in this, tear a Mac Mini apart, put it in the.
Probably fit it.
That would be interesting.
That's your next project.
Look, I'm into it, man. But the biggest thing that's interesting for me is that these boys bought the Commodore brand. I think that's pretty sick. They actually bought the brand, and they've got the website commodore.net. Like they've got it, dude. So I think it's interesting.
So they own the entire brand.
Yeah, they've essentially revived it. So in that way, I can see how it's even more like, oh, so cool that they're bringing it back. But yeah, just an interesting player. Even old mate, it's a bit spicy right now with the guy who started Oculus, but he's doing the same thing with his console. Have you guys seen that? What's his name? Lucky Game Boy. Gonna say Game Boy. Yes, here we go. This is interesting. So this is Palmer Lucky is the guy who sold Oculus to Zucky Boy, and they're building this, which is essentially just it's a magnesium Game Boy, which is kind of sick. But same thing. It's literally going down the same line. It's like essentially they're selling it as the last Game Boy you'll ever need. And it takes cartridges and everything. And my thing is, where's Nintendo at? I'm surprised they're not like ripping this out yet.
You wouldn't probably be able to the patents run out for that shape, because it's not the same thing, right? Like you can't say the patent's usually quite broad. It's like a handheld game with two it's the same thing. Yeah. But like they would have lost that patent like in 1989. So that I think patents wouldn't last.
Well, there's too much time and too many other handhelds that look exactly like it have been allowed in the market now.
I see. Yeah, great point. Yeah, you get 1,000 of them.
Realistically, Nintendo should just build a Game Boy with a modern CPU in it, and they could smash Palmer, just be the actual Nintendo brand.
Yeah, because they have their games, right? That's what actually made it iconic, right? It was the game. The form factor's fine, but like, think about how patents are generally. It's like a handheld device with two buttons and a joystick with a colored screen, and like that's patents. It comes to like,
it's
all the people that disagree with me or know more about patents, just drop a comment and just like correct me.
Any patent lawyers here? Yeah. Just drop a comment below. Anyway, boys. Well, look, we'll see. I might try and get my hands on a 64 and see if I can do doing a full week of work on a Commodore 64, which would just be my normal work because it's a computer and there's not that much different about it.
Have a look. Here's the patent I just sent you.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah,
bro. Your lookup speed. You're faster than deep research. There you go.
I could be wrong, but
no, that looks all right. Issued. Dang, dude. Yep,
4 years to issue. But there it is. So then, like each thing would be. Yeah, it would have like a patent number. I think that's how they work. I'm not a patent lawyer, let's be honest.
You're selling me.
The abstract. A handheld electronic game machine for use with detachable memory game packs when the game machine includes a case of a size which may be held by hand and capable of being sandwiched by both hands. That's how patents read. They read super generic. So I think over time, it's just like, bro, there's a million of these things. Like, be quiet. It's not the same game.
Yeah.
If you ever wondered like why Nintendo is so intense on trademark and patents, it's because this would have happened. They stopped pursuing all the copies, and now they can't retroactively pursue something that gets really successful because they let all the other ones exist in the market. If you don't attack all of them, then you can't say to this one, you can't exist.
Great point. Interesting stuff, boys. I mean, or you could just buy out the whole entire company and brand and do a Commodore 64. So, yeah, 2 ways to do it.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that with Nintendo, though, bro. They're still cranking. I don't know if you see
They're still going.
They're doing all right.
They're doing all right.